Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X-2, second playthrough. Yuna is a bitch who doesn't care about anyone or doing anything other than figuring out all possible endings of the Meyvin mystery of Chapter 5 and basic winning of the game edition. We managed to get through Chapter 2. We managed to get through Chapter 1 without ever talking to Kimahri. In Chapter 2, we were forced to talk to Kimahri, but we managed to keep the conversation brief enough that we never found out about Kimahri's various problems he's having as leader, and never offered to help him in any way. Oh, pardon me, sorry about that. Give me 1 second here. Sorry about that, yeah. Anyway. But the world is still in peril, and even though we don't know very much about any of the characters involved, because we haven't done any of the optional stuff or seen any of the side scenes that aren't mandatory, we have the vaguest notion that there's this weapon called Vegnagun, which is dangerous, and that we should probably be doing something about it. But we can't quite figure out who the evil guy is, because Nooj and Baralaya both seem to be suggesting that the other one is going to try to use Vegnagun, and they need to be stopped. The Vegnagun, or no, they're both. Nooj seems to be suggesting Baralaya is going to use Vegnagun. Baralaya is suggesting Nooj wants to attack Vegnagun. But both have said that it can't be touched, that you can't really mess with it. Yuna doesn't know what to believe, and with her general unwillingness to view optional scenes, she's never going to figure out what to believe. She's just kind of going through the game, defeating enemies that the story mandates she fight. And ignoring characters like Klosko, Owaka, and even Kimahri. Kind of gives the game a slightly different feel. It's not like you can really go Renegade, Yuna. I mean, it's not Paragon Renegade, but it's about as close as I can get.
Trouble, and I mean big time.
Let's make it double.
Fiends are pouring out of the temples.
You know, I'm grooving.
Which ones?
Only all of them! It's a freaking state of the emergency. What should we do?
I should ignore it. Do side quests.
Stolen time?
Oh wait, actually,
Not exactly sphere hunter work.
that's the opposite of what the old Yuna would do. The old Yuna would put off dealing with the problem to do side quests.
They'll expect her to do the dirty work.
They know she
Yeah,
likes
but
it
Yuna
dirty.
wants to help, don't you? Oh,
Well, I do want to help. That's what sucks about trying to be Renegade. It's actually going against my nature.
hey! I got an idea! We could be your friendly neighborhood Gullwings!
What the hell does
You
that
mean
even mean?
taking out fiends and charging for it?
He got to that fairly quickly.
What do you think?
But we don't get paid
Well,
for it.
why not?
Other than scoring
That means
items,
we
which
can
we
help out
tended to
people who are in
randomly
trouble, then
score
sure.
anyway.
Right! That means sphere hunting's on hold! Your friendly neighborhood Gullwings!
It's decided. Where to?
Well, her home village of Besaid has a temple and is presumably
Wait a
being
second.
destroyed as we speak.
Ren Nooj!
Jeez.
What could this mean?
Who
Maven
knows?
chose you fiends. And Baralaya Praetor of Meyvin gone. They've disappeared.
They've been taken out by fiends.
Fascinating. All right. Never mind. Now, friendly neighboring Gullwings, where to?
Let's go to hell. No, we'll end the game there. Let's, Mushroom Rock Road? Why is that a hotspot? There was no temple there. Jose, I don't know why it's... Oh, that's right. There's some vague excuse for why it's not a hotspot. Bavel, you would think, would be a hotspot because it has a temple. We know that there's an Aeon in the Calm Lands, although in theory you can play through Final Fantasy X and never realize that. And I feel like I've seen pretty much everything you can do in Final Fantasy X2, not counting the stuff added by the international version and Creature Creator. And there's no freaking way to get to where Belgomine was hanging out. You get Maggot Sisters. But the Cavern of the Stolen Faith is still there. And so there's a couple places you'd think would be hotspots, but it's only a couple of early game locations where you get early game Aeons that suddenly shit's going down. Now, why is Mushroom Rock High Road a hotspot? I don't think it was last time, so let's see. Seems like people think the Gullwings are with the League. We're getting a distress call. Should we answer it? It says no mission. Kilika Temple is going to be attacked. Besaid Temple is going to be attacked. Looks like they've got the Fiend problems too, but the Machine Faction doesn't want our help. What's their problem anyway? They're douchebags. Giffel's just mad because we didn't go to him in Act 1. So yeah, if memory serves in the first game, your temples where there are faith to pray to are in Besaid, Kilika, then there's none in Luca. So you actually go all the way to Jose before you get your third Aeon. Then there's one in, yeah, right, because you get Valfor, Ifrit, Ixion. Shiva is at the Makalania Temple, but that one's been buried in ice, so you can't even go there in this game. Then you get Bahamut, and those are your 5 that you actually get if you don't get any optionals. And then the optionals are located one in the Calmlands, one in another location you can't even go to in this game. There's a couple of locations in Final Fantasy X you can't go to in this game, now that I think about it. You can't go to the island where you get Anima. You can't go to the Omega Dungeon. And you can't get to where you get the Mega Sisters. So a lot of the locations from that open up in the game after you get to the Xanarkin Ruins, which is like the last location in this game, a lot of those locations are, which is not post-game stuff, it's just late-game stuff. They don't recreate that, so interesting. So you would think Bavel, but we can't get in there. New Yevon must be losing it with their Praetor Barreleye missing, but it doesn't look like they want any help from the Gullwings. I would think we'd want to go there because that should be a place. Oh, but duh. We already defeated the Dark Aeon there. That was the end of the last act. We're getting a stress call from Makalania Travel Agency. I don't know what's going on down there, but it can't be good. Well, we ignored the. I'm kind of curious. We ignored it for the first 2 acts. Now like I said, I wasn't going to do any side missions, but. Well, no news to report. Lexel Storm's blocking our spear waves. These syndicates on vacation. I wonder what's up. Should we go ask LeBlanc? Toby's Big Show is underway. Want to check it out? No. We got a request for help from Nadala, but there doesn't seem to be any rush. Stress calls from the cave down in the gorge. So apparently this is not a hotspot. We don't care about dealing with that one for sure. Some of the young Aranzo are planning to defying Kamar's orders and attacking the Guado. Sounds like a Aranzo problem, so we could ignore that. The fiends that attacked all the other temples seem to be leaving this place alone. The monkeys, on the other hand, are out of control. Let's go deal with the Mushroom Rock High Road. We'll stick with our normal plan. Mushroom Rock Road, then Meyvin High Road, because we want to do all the stuff in Act 5. The fact that I'm reading about the Meyvin High Road mystery, in one place where it's listing stuff to do overall, it says you should go to Luca and do the Spear Break minigame, because that is a quest involving Rin and the Al Bhed, and you want to do all the Al Bhed quests. Then when it actually listing what you need to do for it to confirm the different individual suspects, it never mentions Spear Break. So I guess we'll keep a different save slot, but I'm going to go ahead and risk it and just say I don't want to play fucking Spear Break unless I absolutely have to again. I mean, we're not going to do a second playthrough where I'm all like, yes, no tower calibration, no monkey mating minigame, this is awesome, and then force myself to do Spear Break. So we'll do Mushroom Rock, Meyvin High Road, then we'll start hitting the other hotspots until the plot for the act resolves. But this will be something we have not seen in the previous playthrough, I'm pretty sure, but I don't imagine we were allowed to go here last time after siding with the Youth League. Oh, and that's true, I also want to consider visiting every place just so that Shinra can set up his spheres. Looks like a friendly neighborhood machine faction's got this place covered. Hey, the Gullwings are here. The Machine Faction and the Youth League are planning a joint operation as we speak. A joint operation is gonna light it up, dudes. So we don't get to go in there? I haven't seen Klaus go around lately. Yeah, we missed our chance to get him back in Acts 1 and 2. Probably killed himself because he was so sad that Una didn't ask him to come hang out on his airship. Cause fear settle, la 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 la, Gullwings go, la 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 la, puzzling. The ambient sphere wave density here is too high. The capture won't function properly. Well, he can apparently go.
Gullwings here. Where are the fiends?
No need for concern, Lady Una. Everything's under control. The fiends got close to our headquarters, but thankfully no further. The Al Bhed from Jose assisted us in fighting them off.
Sweet.
So, Gibble was here?
Yes, his group also brought us these machina. You know, he said something which still strikes me as sort of odd.
He said you ignored him for the
Told us
first
not to depend on you
chapter.
so much, Lady Yuna.
Me?
What a
He said
dick!
we need to rely on our own strength to defend Spira through the coming age.
That douche. I'll kick his ass. Oh, hey, it's Lady Butt.
Lady Yuna, if I may interrupt, there is something I would like to ask you.
Could you load me some pants?
Sure.
I do not remember this scene, so I think this might be different. Or maybe it isn't.
As you are probably aware, we have not heard from Meyvin Nooj, our leader, in
I think
some
she told
time.
us all this and then told us not to go
Lady
looking for him,
Yuna,
which is the
have you
game's
no
way of telling us we
information as
can't
to his
find him.
whereabouts?
I'm sorry, but we don't know any more than you do.
But this time it's true.
I see.
Last time
If
it
we
was a
see
big
him,
fucking
we'll
lie.
tell him to return here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, I do remember that. Last time, she told us that we had seen a couple of cinematics, optional stuff from Chapter 2, where, maybe it's the sequence of events we did things, but we saw him, we saw some stuff, him and Gipple and, Barreleye all hanging out, and, we told him we had no idea where he was. We told Lucille that. We fucking lied. We're lying whores. This time it's true, because we didn't do any of the side stuff. The Fiend attacks and Maven's disappearance. Youth League will not last long under such strain. Yeah, you guys really don't have much will. The number who believes this is all you have a conspiracy, that we should strike back, it is growing. I sent a squads under my immediate command to search for Nooj, but they have had no luck so far. Yeah, they're off playing Sphere Break. So we're not going to be able to get in there in this chapter, huh? I guess it affects what we're able to do in Chapter 5 here. Not Gullwings. What do you think of our fortifications? So, how do we set up a, more if you can shake me up. What did he say? I cut him off. Don't worry about me, I'll head back on my own. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like, well, there's Yibel again. Gipple's a pretty cool guy, isn't he? But I haven't given up yet. Given up on what? I guess he's like, he hasn't given up yet on being a hot stud that all the ladies love. I mean, I don't understand what he's saying there, really. Well, hello, I'm a member of Elma Squad here to supply detail. Is this a top secret way to get to Youth League headquarters? No, it's a top secret way to get to something that probably mattered in Final Fantasy X and doesn't matter at all here. Magical floating rocks, it's just a thing we don't feel any need to explain. Captain Elma's on super secret search mission. I'm not interviewing with the dig right now, but you can go to Jose Temple, I can take you. Yeah, let's go ahead and ride over there. I don't know why I'm in a weird mood. I feel like actually checking in on seeing what's happening in all these other places. Like, I feel like we've ignored enough side quests that maybe there'll be different stuff to see. The stuff that you see by, you know, not doing certain side quests. But I'm also just thinking I want to make sure we have all of our comm spheres in place, so we have the option of the sheep will be devastated if the chickens go unsold. Kinda wanna make sure that we place the comm spheres, and that way, like, for example, if Macalania Woods is full of like Guado murdering everyone, or not Guado, I mean Ronso murdering everyone because we didn't stop them, kinda wanna see it, you know? In a situation where you turn away all applicants, you really need to go find the building over there. Let us in and stop telling people not to rely on me.
It's Sid's little girl.
Fucking shoved her? The hell?
You seem close.
We made quite the couple.
Oh,
Riku's always good for a laugh.
And, you know, booty call.
If you're here about digging, this isn't the best time.
I don't care about digging. I want to know why you're messing with my reputation.
Fiend hunting? What? You guys give up the sphere gig?
Temporarily. Right now, we're helping people out. Maybe you'd like to hire us?
Get lost.
Nope. You already took care of Sin. We can't go running to you every time we get into trouble.
Yeah, you can. I'm the star of the game.
I watch my own back.
I trusted the
Show
girls.
Well, be careful.
You too.
Right.
Alright, so that was a totally optional scene, which we didn't need to see, but I was kind of hoping we would get into... well, I guess we got to go to Jose later anyway. So it didn't... They won't let us in now, but... Didn't hurt anything to look, I guess. There was one little optional scene. There might be a treasure chest somewhere that we could get, I don't care. So, okay, I want to go to these different places. Do I care about dropping off all of the spheres, though? I mean, I want to see if anything looks different since we didn't participate in those side quests. Like, for example, if we drop one off of the Xanarkand ruins, there should be monkeys all over the place because we didn't... Oh no, there won't be monkeys all over the place. Were there monkeys all over the place before? What's your deal? Totally shows he's lacking certain something. Yeah, like my complete refusal to participate in any of the related side quests. This is a path that I remember, as I think I've mentioned early in the LP, most as being the place in Final Fantasy X where Eunice says, "Lot of fiends here, yeah?" Yeah. So I guess we're gonna have a whole video just wandering around trying to place the spheres. It shouldn't take too long while we're not fighting any enemies. We may be able to avoid talking to Tobly and get out of here. Sure. Alright, that worked out fairly well. And you know what? I don't want to manually cross the moon flow. That'll take too long. Look at me, Uni. Nothing happened between me and Gibble. Got it? It's not like I lost my virginity to him and then had him refuse to return my calls. Rika's on the defensive. Now we know something's up. Brother, you got anything to say about Gipple? Banging your sister? Nobody better mess with the friendly neighboring Gullwings. Fair enough. They totally missed what brother said there, but it's okay. So Moonflow, Guado Salam would be next. I guess we can do an optional, silly little cinematic with LeBlanc, as long as you don't get thrown into any mini games. I'm not going to be as big on the... Like, there's some people, like, clearly, you know, like, the player would want to go talk to Walk-On Lulu and catch up with old friends from previous games. So those, like, intentionally, I just try to see if it ever makes you interact with those characters. But this... Yeah, I mean, I can spare a minute to see how LeBlanc is doing. Her boyfriend has disappeared after all.
LeBlanc is nothing to worry about.
Oh, this is the wrong room.
Not even close.
Let's see you do it then.
I was trying to talk like Superman from the animated series.
LeBlanc, there's nothing to worry about.
What? Gullwings, can you guys do impressions of Maven Nooj?
What are you doing?
Oi! The boss has been rather depressed since Nooj went missing.
We wants to comfort her, see?
Well, why don't you guys go out and fight some fiends on my behalf?
That bad, was it?
Yep.
Oh.
Even if you did sound like Nooj, do you think it would actually help?
Well, if I was willing to get one of my legs blown off.
Whatever you say.
I've never seen the boss more lugubrious. Not even the massages seem to help. It's better than doing nothing. Yeah, but not by much. Alright, well, we'll go check with LeBlanc herself, although I don't really know that any of this... I don't think we're going to get enough of the Crimson Spheres without doing the side quests. Incredible competition. Yeah, well, I don't think we're getting the Crimson Spheres to go back in and face, like, the scary Act 5 boss fight versions of Nooj, Gipple, and Barreleye, so... That's a thing.
Leave me alone.
No.
Don't you want to hunt some spheres? The
Don't you
Gullwings are
want us
gonna
to
get
call you
all
old?
the spheres in Spear, you know.
Fine by me.
I don't care a rat's
There's
ass.
no point in chasing after spheres if my Noogie Woogie isn't there to smile. What difference does it make? You're a mess.
Listen,
Say
girl, let's get
whatever
some
you
ice
want.
cream and put on some DVDs of... I can't, I don't know what girls watch when they're depressed, but... Let's go get on, let's go, like, binge watch some old episodes of ER. You know that Dr. George Clooney will make you feel better. Okay, so that accomplished nothing. Well, I certainly feel better about myself. I handled the death of Titus way better than that. Although I'm still nursing the secret hope that he can somehow be restored to life, or is in fact the guy from that sphere, although now that we know he's not, I'm not sure. Yeah, New Game Plus, you know, I don't know what her motivation is. She knows Titus is not the guy in the sphere, except that this is a New Game Plus unit, and not really. Alright, you placing the sphere there, little punk? There you go. What about you? Trying to calibrate light on our child, so it's more trouble than you'd think. Good. Looks like it's too late for me to take on that quest. That was an Act 2 quest. Fine by me. Next location, be faster to just use the airship to get there. Do you guys have anything to say about LeBlanc being depressed? Hey, Nooj is such a meanie, leaving LeBlanc alone like that. Yeah, Nooj actually is kind of a douchebag in this game. If LeBlanc keeps that up, her syndicate won't last very long. He's not a particularly likable character. Guys, well, I think we've gotten up to stress calls. Leave the fee negotiations as your friendly neighborhood buddy. I'll make sure that we score various dress spheres and shit. Not like that wasn't going to happen anyway when you finish the quest, but... So I wonder, maybe we'll have a Macalania travel agency. Oh, this time it'll be the
Must be from Makalania Temple. The fact that it's underwater doesn't seem to matter.
We can worry about why later.
Oh, now the Al Bed will pay us
We
instead
have
of
to help them.
And our fee?
I'll pay you myself. How's that?
Yeah, see, now it's the Al Bed's agency, so maybe as a side quest this will give us a different reward. At any rate, it's not going to be different. We'll just let the LeBlanc Syndicate handle it. Poor Wormy never even gets off an attack. Yeah, Ormy's basically getting all the kills. I can never remember which one's which. The skinny one's getting all the kills. Because he's got quick attack. Logos, I guess. Oh no, we got an oversouling enemy. Simple enough. Yeah, I don't... Other than just making sure I get a sphere put down here and seeing if there's different comm sphere stuff in Act 4 when you never get Owaka out of his debt and he's presumably captured by the Al Bed. And they did mention that somebody was being forced to work off his debt in the mining camp, or the digging camp, so I'm thinking that's Owaka. I'm surprised they didn't put in a scene of him in the camp. You know, begging for death or something. me working in the slave labor camp. You called to kill me, Lady Una. Well, my name's not a rock of the 33. Kill me! Yeah, it's getting a little dark.
Think that's the last of them?
How are the people inside?
Who are the
Let's
people
go look.
inside? Do we know that there's anyone inside? Yeah, we got whatever items they dropped, and that's about it. Oh, Pride of the Sword Garment Grid, okay. We may or may not have already had that. Probably we did. What the fuck, man? Oh, that was, no, that was,
Save your strength.
evil, ice lady Shiva thing. Hey, we got the Berserker dress sphere. So we got an extra Berserker dress sphere. And we didn't manage to save the store. And his corpse disappeared. I guess he died anyway last time, but now we don't have a Waka here. To be sad about it. Alright, well, that was simple enough. I guess let's just keep going. We'll visit every place. We started at Mushroom Rock Road, and we'll just keep moving north, and then we'll... we want to do the Meyvin stuff from the Bavel, and not the Bavel, the Luca entrance up to Riku, I need you to go find a push-button style customized M16. Let's leave Riku alone for a little while. She doesn't like watching her own get murdered. Weird how nobody else gives a crap about the dead, Albed. Yuna, like, was raised on Besaid. She inherited some of the what racism Waka shows to the Albed, but in forcing herself to quickly dispose of it, she just dumped it into her, her supply of anti-Hypello racism. Nobody better mess with the friendly neighboring Gullwings. Brother doesn't seem to care about people being murdered either. Because Riku has the soft heart. And head. Alright, so, we never did get to go to... We never did actually get to go to the Macalania Woods. Now we are here. Okay, so that's handy. Hurry up and set the thing up, would you? Hey, Guado. Do Ronzo truly mean to do us harm? Oh, yeah. Yep. Pretty much, and this time around, Yuna isn't doing a damn thing to stop it. Hey, guys. Don't mind me, I'm just the person that you believe betrayed, the, New Yevon party. God, my favorite music in the game. This town's still bent out of shape. Coming back here reminds me of when we were fighting against the Templars. I'm gonna bring that war back to Besaid. Brothers. Intention murdering everyone in the largest city in Sphero finally surfaces. I think it's weird how it really took the sequel before we found out about any. Unless I'm... Oh no, Maroda. I forgot about Maroda. I was like, they didn't really have a lot of black characters in Final Fantasy X, and then they decide not only are we going to have a black character, but we're going to make a black character a member of what we've already established as a separate race of white blonde people. What are you doing? Yevon's in disarray. The High Summoner should not see this. Wait, that's why I can't get into my home city where I was born? Because one single guy leaning against the door is like, yeah, you probably shouldn't see this. Monsters are perfect for little cons. Whatever, kid. Well, they're not as like the youth league guys are kind of, if I recall correctly, if you side with the youth league or New Yevon, they're kind of threatening when you try to come into their town. The Yevon guys are just kind of like, eh. We don't really want you here. We don't want you to see what's happening. It's so sad. I guess we'll go to the Calmlands too. Well, the Gullwings would just be fine if we lost our leader. Who needs him? You don't really consider him the leader of the Youth League, do you? Organizations rely on one person to do everything. Aren't organizations at all. Yeah, the Nazi Party was a terrible organization. Always relying too much on Hitler. What the hell am I bringing Hitler up for? Anyway, folks, hope you've enjoyed the video. We just hit 100% completion, so we no longer have to worry about missing any side quests or stuff. Or anything we do from now on our way to finishing the game is just because I want to see stuff we hadn't seen before. We will be able to get the good ending and the perfect ending, which is just a tag on at the end of the good ending. And it's all thanks to Hitler. Not really. I'm Serious JG, and thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll tune in next time as we continue with the... Although I'm running around trying to visit every place in Spira this time to make sure that we can check in on them in Act 4 and look for any interesting variations. It is, roughly speaking, an attempt, a vaguely speedrunish attempt to ignore all the side quests. Although we will be doing a Meyvin High Road side quest next time, so that in Chapter 5 we can see a bunch of bonus junk. Other than that, we are ignoring everyone's need for help of any kind, and we'll continue to ignore the needs of others next time.